Good evening, this is Bizworld and I'm Adrian Seet. The Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission MCMC has approved the proposed merger between Digi-Celcom and Celcom Axiata. The merger will result in the formation of the country's largest mobile service operator. On April the 1st, the Commission issued a statement of issues to Digi and Celcom to address concerns that the merger would or was likely to significantly reduce competition. In response, the applicants had submitted an undertaking containing their commitment to addressing the competition issues highlighted by MCMC. MCMC had later considered the commitment offered by the applicants and is satisfied that it will significantly reduce the competition issues that will or may arise as a result of this merger. Meanwhile, Axiata and Digi said the proposed merger is expected to be completed within the second half of this year. The completion of the merger is now subject to the approval from Securities Commission, BURSA Malaysia, shareholders and fulfillment of other customary terms and conditions. Upon completion, Axiata and Telenor will hold equal ownership of 33.1% each in the newly merged company, which will be named Celcom Digi Berhad and will continue to be listed on Bursa Malaysia. The MergeCo will provide better network quality and coverage to support the growing demand for data and digitalization. MergeCo will drive 5G solutions, catalyze new growth opportunities for large enterprises and SMEs, and partner with global digital giants in support of the Jendela and My Digital aspirations. It will also invest up to 250 million ringgit over 5 years to build a world-class innovation centre in Kuala Lumpur. Economic recovery remains in sight with a better trend as signalled by Malaysia's macroeconomic performance in April amid global uncertainty. According to Chief Statistician Dato Sri Muhammad Uzair Mahidin, more than 2 years after an unprecedented global health crisis, nations had started the recovery process with extensive exit strategy activities to boost economic viability and public health. While the public had started to adjust to endemicity, a new threat comes in the form of supply chain disruptions due to the ongoing geopolitical tensions between Russia and Ukraine, uncertain weather conditions, and escalating demand following the easing of health restrictions in most countries. As a net commodity exporter, the country also benefits from higher commodity prices. Going forward, Malaysia is expected to maintain a better economic recovery in the upcoming months. Hong Leong Investment Bank Research has raised its 2022 GDP growth forecast for Malaysia to 5.9% from 5.5% previously on a stronger recovery. Despite the external headwinds, Malaysia's recovery remained favourable in the first half of 2022. The research firm also lifted its 2022 forecast for the Consumer Price Index from 2.7% to 3.2% as it continues to see upside risk to food and inflation. With the transition to COVID-19 endemicity and EPF withdrawal scheme supporting consumption, the firm upgrades its 2022 GDP forecast growth, but expect it to slow in second half of 2022, especially in the fourth quarter. On the overnight policy rate, its expectation is for another 2 25 basis point hikes in July to September, bringing the benchmark rate to 2.50% by the year end. Petronas has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Mitsui & Co. Limited for the conceptual and feasibility studies of the carbon capture and storage CCS value chain. This includes the evaluation of carbon dioxide CO2 storage sites in Malaysia. Under the MOU, both parties will evaluate potential CO2 storage sites offshore Peninsular Malaysia in line with Petronas' aim to establish Malaysia as a CCS regional hub in Asia-Pacific. Through this collaboration, Petronas can leverage Mitsui & Co.'s experience in its CCS project in the UK, the first CO2 appraisal and storage license issued by United Kingdom's Oil and Gas Authority. This is a part of Petronas' deliberate steps to build a sustainable portfolio to support a transition towards climate change and subsequently participate in lower carbon energy play. And that's all the time we have for Bizworld. I'm Adrian Seet. Thank you for investing your time with us and stay tuned to TV3.